back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 25 to 26 week pregnancy update because I am 26 weeks pregnant as of today and I wanted to share my symptoms over the past 2 weeks. Before I jump into the video, I want to sort of mention that I have been a little bit MIA on my channel the past week and a half. I've actually been really unwell, like with my morning sickness wise and throwing up a lot and not feeling the best, which was actually my first symptom. But I've also been feeling a little bit uninspired on my channel. I've been feeling a little bit like the content I'm making is not the content I want to be making anymore, and so I'm trying to sort of soul search with my content and maybe make this channel a little bit more lifestyle and a little bit less beauty focused, because as much as I love beauty, and I do love beauty and makeup, I don't spend a lot of time and money on it unless it's something I really enjoy doing, unless I have somewhere to be or something I really want. So I don't know if my channel is really reflecting me at the moment, so keep an eye out on my channel. I will be continuing to upload regularly. The content might just change a little. Alright, so as I said, I am 26 weeks pregnant currently, and the last 2 weeks I have been struggling with morning sickness. I'm not going to go too further into detail except that it did get a ton worse. This past 2 weeks I went back to kind of first trimester throwing up every day sort of symptoms, which was not fun, so don't miss that. I've also been feeling an increase in my appetite but a decrease in the amount of food I can eat. I'm obviously running out of room in my abdomen. My stomach is being smushed upwards as the baby is getting longer, and so I am running out of room in my stomach, but I am hungry all the time, and that's probably because I'm not able to eat as much, so I'm trying to eat more frequently. And yeah, so that has been a symptom I've really noticed the past 2 weeks. I've also noticed that I have been very emotional the past 2 weeks, like more emotional than usual. I've been really irrational, crying a ton over nothing, and really just my emotions took a real hit in the past fortnight. And I'm not really sure why. I think it just might be my hormones just changing as the pregnancy goes along, but that does sort of make a big difference in how I'm feeling. And along with that, I think a lot of that is to do with my body worth, my body image, and my self-worth. All of those have taken a real hit lately. I'm used to being really fit and active and a much smaller size than I am currently, and it is really difficult for me to watch myself get bigger as opposed to lose weight, because I'm not able to really exercise much, just do a lot of walking at the moment because I just feel too unwell to be doing too much exercise, and I can't be doing anything too high intensity anyway. So I've really been finding that that's a bit of a struggle lately, and I'm trying to work through that because it does cause me a lot of emotionalness. I've also been having Braxton Hicks, which I was not having last time I did an update. I thought I may have been having what could have been Braxton Hicks. I think I may have mentioned that, but this time I'm definitely sure. My whole uterus contracts. They're not painful, they're just a bit uncomfortable. They don't last too long, but I've been feeling that really big tightening sensation and release, and it's crazy. It's just like your stomach gets really hard. And along with that, I've also been starting to feel a lot more uncomfortable. So my stomach is getting a lot heavier as the baby is growing, and as the placenta and as the uterus is growing. And so I've been noticing myself getting a lot more comfortable in the abdomen region, especially if I'm sitting for a long period of time or walking for a long period of time. I notice that a little bit more. And my last symptom is the consistent need to go to the bathroom. I literally cannot stop going to the bathroom. I will sometimes go like 3 times in like 10 minutes to pee, which is really irritating, and I will wake up multiple times during the night, and I know this is just going to get worse as the baby gets bigger because he is pushing on your bladder. So that is just something I've definitely noticed though. As for cravings, I've written meat. So red meat has been something I have really been craving recently, specifically steak, which is really difficult because you have to have fully cooked red meat when you're pregnant, and I normally like my steak medium to medium rare, and so I'm having to have well done steak, so a bit of a struggle, but something I've been wanting. Chicken pasta. I think I saw a post on Instagram or a YouTube video where someone was eating chicken pasta, and then I cannot get it out of my head since then, and I'm still craving it because I still have not had it yet. So I reckon until I eat it, that will be a firm craving. And last one is Gloria Jean's iced coffee. Gloria Jean's is like a Starbucks coffee house sort of thing here in Australia, and I have been craving their iced coffee in particular. So I don't know why that particular iced coffee, but I've been having a few of those on a regular basis. So, and just a side note, I am allowed to have 2 coffees a day. I am aware of that, and that is something I've agreed with my midwife, and it is completely safe. Moving on to baby. Baby is between 13.5 and 14.5 inches. So he's getting really big, and he is about the size of a coconut or a clump of kale. They're the sort of things that my apps have been telling me, which is really exciting. He's getting quite long, and he is between 1.5 and 2.5 pounds, depending on how big he is. At my recent midwife appointment, which was this previous Monday, he was measuring a week ahead, so I reckon he's on the slightly bigger side, but that is fine. Measuring a week ahead is completely normal. You can be measuring 2 weeks ahead and 2 weeks behind and be completely normal. So completely fine, measuring great. And the fun fact about baby this week is that he is blinking and startling. So he's blinking just sporadically, and he will startle at loud noises or light, which is really cool, and I notice that when my dogs bark and he kicks. As for updates, the most exciting update at the moment has been the fact that I can see him move from the outside now. So my husband can actually feel him move, which is really exciting because he's been sort of waiting for that, and it makes him really excited, and I can see him move. My whole stomach will just move when he does like a big kick and stuff. It just gets like lines. It's really funny. So I've been really enjoying that, and I'll just lay there and just watch him move, which is awesome because they're pretty big movements. This week I'm also due to do my glucose test, so I will update you guys next week on how that went. I am not sure how I'm going to go because, as you guys know, with my morning sickness I can't fast, which you have to for the one we do here in Australia, so that is going to be really interesting. My midwife has put me down for a backup blood test that if I can't fast I can take, which will give them an overall sort of score reading of my blood sugar levels, which is something to work off if they find that I cannot fast. So that will be this week. It'll be very interesting. I will update you guys on how I went with that next week. And also the last week we did our first pregnancy class, so it was a birthing class, and so this week we covered just the process of labor and going from early labor all the way down to, you know, after having the baby. This week coming up, we're going to be doing a lot more about C-section, pain relief, that sort of stuff. But me and my husband went to that, and there's about 10 couples in the room, and it was really informative, and I think it was really beneficial for my husband to sort of see that sort of stuff, because he's a guy, he doesn't know anything about labor, and it was really informative for me as well. Last but not least, I wanted to mention some mummy vloggers that I have been watching recently. My favourite being Erin Williams. I will leave her linked in the down bar down below. I have been watching all of her vlogs. She has a beautiful 5-month-old baby who is so cute, and she vlogged her whole pregnancy, and she daily vlogs now, and I'm just obsessed with her videos. The other two I've been watching are Hayley Page and Kendra Atkins. I think that's how I say their names. They are both beauty bloggers turned lifestyle sort of bloggers. And I will leave their channels linked down below as well, because they are both currently pregnant with their first children. Kendra is actually pregnant with twin girls, and Hayley's pregnant with a little girl, and they are not that far ahead of me, and it's pretty exciting. I've been really enjoying watching their updates. So if you guys are looking for some more mummy vloggers, you can check their channels out. They'll be in the down bar. So, before I jump out, I will show you guys my bump. I think it's getting pretty big. Can't really tell. I see it every day, so I will insert that in here for you to see the bump. It's definitely rounding out. Definitely obvious I'm pregnant now, although I could just look fat to some people, but whatever. I feel like it's obvious I'm pregnant now. I'm almost in my 3rd trimester. It's getting to the stage. So that is all I have written down for my update this week. As for products and things like that, I don't really use anything specific. I don't really use a lot on my body. I know that stretch marks are genetic, and so far I do not have any extra stretch marks, but I've had some before and they don't really bother me. If I put anything on them, it is just coconut oil, and it's the same with my hair. I just put coconut oil in my hair As for skincare and things, nothing really has changed. I still use the same face washes and things that I was always using, just a little bit less often, because when I'm sick I can't really go and wash my face without the threat of being sick. So otherwise, I haven't really made any changes to my skincare and body care regime. I am currently just trying to grow out my hair a little bit. So if you notice it's in a bun, it's because it's definitely in need of being washed, and it actually is going to have a treatment put in it as soon as I'm finished with this video, so that it can have a bit of moisture, because it's feeling a little bit dry at the moment. Anyway, I really hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you did, and give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of these pregnancy vlogs. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys prefer weekly or fortnightly updates, because I'm not really sure what you guys prefer. You might prefer the weekly updates to the fortnightly ones. Let me know. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!